What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the RC vlog. Got a new car, so a little bit back up on this. The reason I did this, it is an electric car. I know I said I was going to stay to nitro, but I will. I am going to stay to nitro, but if I was going to go electric, I wanted to try something else. I have a Traxxas Rustler that you guys saw already. It's cool. It's already been done and all that stuff, but I ended up getting a new car. So before I get into this unboxing on this car, I ended up buying a car on eBay, or I bid on a car on eBay. Nobody bid on it. Same type of car like this, same company. It was an older model, full carbon fiber car. Nobody bid on it on January 1st. I bid on it. At the last minute, I won, and I still haven't received the car. Should be here tomorrow. By the time you see this video, tomorrow will be Friday. So talking to you in the future about the past anyway. So I messaged the guy 3 times, no answer, no tracking, didn't ship it. Maybe he doesn't want to sell it, and I even messaged him on that. Do you want to sell the car? I'll buy it. What's the difference of the price? I won the auction. Nobody did it. I looked at his feedback. It was good, but if I go like a year behind, he did the same thing. But recently, he was doing pretty good. Who knows? Maybe something major happened. Either way, I needed a backup because I wanted to build something like this coming up, and just in case, and then I can learn about the electric systems and all that stuff. I do have a buddy of mine that I met in a Facebook chat, Facebook page, Wicked RC, if you guys want to check that out. That's based out in Florida. He's been helping me about it with the motor for this and all that. So let's get to it. So what I ended up buying was a F1 car, Formula 1 car. So again, different. Didn't want another 1/10 scale car or 1/8 car. I do want one of those. I do have one that's kind of like in the middle. We'll go over that another day. But this one is a F1 car. Tamiya sells a lot of them. Team Associated. HPI had one a long time ago, or maybe a couple years ago. But I wasn't going to pay those prices for something like that just to get into it. Arma Limitless, I think, has one that's $1,000 car. So I was like, no, I'm going to cheap out. Well, I don't think I cheaped out. I think, you know, they're all made probably in the same location anyway. And so I bought one from 3 Racing. They sell F1 cars. They sell a lot of really nice cars. Here it is right here. This one is it's actually a kit. Never had a kit. Usually I just buy the cars and they're already put together. So this will be actually my first kit put together, and I'll show you guys that. Maybe we'll just do a time lapse of that because it'll take a long time, especially just looking through everything. But these guys, I saw this. I bought this one, and it's a 1/10 Formula car. It's the FGX Evo 2018, 2K18. So that's what I got going on right here with this. We're gonna try this out. Yeah, there's a couple tracks I can do some racing with this and all that stuff, and I think that would be kind of fun. But I want to throw some power on this. I know this is a 2-wheel drive car. I mean, look at the aerodynamics on an F1 car. It's supposed to handle well. Why can't it go straight? Let's see if we can go straight on it. Some people might hate and they're like, oh, that's stupid, don't do that. I don't care, I'm gonna do it. I'll do the on the track, on-road racing, or whatever you want to call it, F1 racing electric with it, and I'm gonna do some drag racing with it. So we'll modify it, we'll do it. Maybe it might start something off. They use the Arma car for drag racing. A lot of people modifying that. Why can't I use a small version of an F1 car? All right, so we have bags. Bags number 7. Is this a 6? Bag number 6. We have the body. I'm guessing these are the side, I'm not sure what they call them on F1 cars, side splitter, if you want to say that. Here's another one for the left side or right side, whichever way. Bag number 8. Bag number 4, filled with parts. Number 3. Number 5. Number 6. Number 6 looks like it has, oh, these are, I guess, for the shocks. So I heard this oil is not too good. I do have some 50 weight oil. We'll try that. So I'll put that in for the shocks, and we can try that out. And another one, this could be another pair of shocks right here. Oh, and I think it looks like the pinion. Is that the pinion? Oh, diff. It looks like a diff there. And then number 2 bag, look, as you can see, is the chassis. Feels pretty solid. Not sure what is made out of. Maybe some really hard material plastic. And go from there. And then you can see some decals for the chassis and the instruction manual. The racing instruction manual. I don't know if there's a picture of the car of what the chassis is supposed to look like without the body. So it's okay. So it'll be a surprise to you guys. So once the car is done, I'll build it and then I'll show you exactly what it is. Or you can just look it up and look up the car. Look at all this stuff here. I had never done this. Usually, I mean, I don't know if I should try to do this without the instructions or, oh man, this is like a major, it's like Legos. We're actually building a model car, but this one actually runs. So it's a lot easier when the car is there or you mess with the same car, you can figure it out. So here's instructions and all that. Looks pretty good. So we'll do that. We'll go through the instructions and I'll take all these parts out. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I'll go through that and find out which is the best way to do this. So let's get started on that and start off some time lapse, and then I'll stop in the middle and show you where I'm at. All right, so I think I'm gonna just use the instructions. So I don't know where to start. I'm gonna get all the tools, get everything going, put the GoPro, the time lapse, and we'll start in the middle, or we'll do it in sections. I'll show you where the progress is. I'm not sure if it's all gonna be done tonight. It's a lot of stuff, so let's get started with that. Alright, quick update. Here is the upper deck of the chassis and a little bit more right here. It's getting late, getting tired. There's a lot of stuff here, but quick update on it and we'll get back to it. Alright, another quick update. The upper deck is on. It's looking like a car now. So, really weird suspension up front. So, it's like a plunger system. Alright, keep going. Alright, quick update. So, front suspension is basically completed. Sway bars right here. And all the turnbuckles are on, which are a pain on my hands. I'm sure they have a tool for that. I don't have it. they're a pain, but there's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus double that. Rear suspension's almost done. Almost getting there. This thing's actually really nice now that I start looking at it. I'll go over a couple more things once I'm done, but just want to give you another update. Alright, giving you guys the updates. Rear suspension is on. I already said that. Front, and the front wing is on. Look how wide that thing is. Pretty sick. Alright, I'm working on the rear wing now, and then we'll go from there. We're getting close. Alright, here it is. She is complete. Man, this thing is aggressive. So I'm just going to compare from this. I'll get my other car. How aggressive the aerodynamics are on this compared to my nitro car. So it's crazy. Of course, my nitro car, it's totally different chassis. It's an F1 car, but the suspension is ridiculous. You can just tell. Look at the shock placements and everything is really cool. So, it's just a really short comparison. It's actually a lot longer. Not a lot longer, but it's a little bit longer than my car. And, of course, it's an electric car and stuff like that, but I just wanted you guys to show the difference. My car is a little bit wider. This one's a little bit more narrow, but again, a lot longer, so it'll be stable. You can see the front splitter or front wing, whatever they call it. The rear wing, pretty solid, and goes from there. So let me put this away. So a couple things I wanted to talk about on this. One, definitely have the right tools for it. I had this Allen key here. I didn't have like the one with the handle. My fingers were hurting to get all these little screws on. But besides that, it's pretty good. Just have the right tools for it. The turnbuckles, just find out. There's tools there to put on the drill. I didn't know they were there. So that would have helped me out. I was using my fingers. So I hate the turnbuckles. So a couple things I noticed on here. I don't know. I'm going to drive in. We'll see. There's tons of suspension parts on here to be adjusted. Even there's a sway bar on here. I'm sure you can get it tensioned. I did not use the oil that came with the kit. I did look at reviews. They stated that it was no good. So I ended up using a 50 weight oil here that I had for my car. If that doesn't work out, I'll stiffen it up. You can see the suspension on here. It's really cool how it works. All the wishbone suspension. So let's talk about the transmission. So a lot of the other F1 cars just have, and I'm not sure if the transmission is I'm not saying it's complicated, but it's many gears. So there's this gear here, the spur gear, which is plastic, and then there's another gear inside, and then another one that's connected to the diff. The diff is an open diff, but it's plastic also. Not sure how long that's going to last. If I can find some metal gears for it from another car or something, if I put too much power, one of these are definitely going to get stripped. So we'll work on that. I'll throw the engine on there, or I'm sorry, the motor, and I do have a motor for it that I will be putting on here, and the ESC and the batteries. One thing I do need is to get a servo, get the servo placement. I have the dog bone for that, so that'll go from there for the suspension or for the steering. This is not really basically all I wanted you to do. It's like almost like a little plunger here. Just lubricate the plastic, and that's what it is. I saw some other, like the Tamiyas and stuff. They usually use like a swing arm, or not a swing arm, a leaf spring suspension up front, and that's basically the suspension for it. So this is, I'm going to say, is an upgrade. So that's what we got going on for this. It is really, really stiff, really stable. It feels like, doesn't seem cheap. I'm pretty impressed. It does use a hex slug, so the hex nuts to put the wheels on. So if it needs foam tires, I can always buy foam tires for this and place it. But that's what it is right now. Thanks for watching this. My time lapse stopped working. I don't know what was going on, so that's why you just see a couple clips on it. We're gonna finish this car off, paint the body. You know, I want to do some drag racing out of it, and I'll do some, you know, some actually on-road racing and see how it works. I'm not really into that, but we'll see. But I said that about the nitro and electric, and now look. And so, but if you like what you see, guys, like and subscribe, hit the notification button. More coming soon.